Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And this lesson, I wanted to, I was thinking of something, earlier today, right? I was watching a video. I forgot exactly who made it. Maybe it was an AI video, but it was sounded along the lines of speaking on certain things like the brain, and how the brain learns, and basically how to strengthen your mind through reading, right? And basically keeping your brain active. And it's kind of like one of those niche sort of areas or kinds of videos that, you'll see online, but not many people really dial into that kind of stuff. And it got me thinking about the title of this lesson, right? Which it extends past power, but, just for the title's sake, I put that. But really, things that are of good quality that can really, improve yourself, whether it's something powerful or something, that you can master. It is a gateway onto itself, meaning that you don't need to I'm not a gateway, a gatekeeper onto itself. Like, you don't need to gatekeep these concepts, right? You don't need to gatekeep, how do you become this or smarter or this or blah, blah, blah. You don't even need to gatekeep that, because in order for somebody to understand, right, and to put in the work that it takes to even achieve whatever it is that they're being told or taught how to do, they need to work very, very hard. And that in itself is going to gatekeep that level. That's why only few people are able to reach certain levels in life. And that's because a lot of people are not willing to work hard, right? And that's what, that's why I have this precept, Matthew 7 here, because just like the kingdom, how I said, with the comparison of the straight gate, right, and the broad way. Okay. And I think in the book of 2nd Esdras, I believe is the 7th chapter, it mentions about the city, right, that is filled with all good things and is set before a man as an inheritance if he doesn't cross the path to get to it, right, which on the one hand is like a fire and the other is water, and it's basically like walking this dangerous path. But you can tell everybody about the city, but it doesn't mean that just because they know they can access it. And that's the beauty about the truth is it's like an example would be like if you gave somebody, if you told them, hey, like there's a door over here and behind that door is all the riches that you can possibly attain. Like this is the kind of riches that will keep you good for I don't know, 1,000 generations. And it's all behind this door. And the key to open that door is right there next to you. All you have to do is put the key into the lock, turn it, and open the door. And as simple as that sounds, you'll still have a lot of people that won't do it. And the reason is, I'm about to give you the plot twist here. The reason is maybe this key weighs maybe 100 pounds, 200 pounds. It's a very huge and heavy key, right? And there are certain stipulations in order for you to even be able to use the key. First, you got to be able to lift the key. It's heavy as hell. So now you got to go and exercise, you got to go and train, you got to get stronger in order to even lift the key. Then you got to put the key into the lock and then turn the key. And in order to do that, you got to go and do different kinds of exercises to strengthen the muscles of your body that will allow you to turn the key with enough force needed. And then you got to push the doors open, because these are some huge, heavy doors. I mean, it's gating thousands of generations worth of riches, right? So now you got to go and do some more training to get strong enough to push this door open. So I use that example because even though all you have to do, as it sounds, is grab the key, turn it, and push the doors open, and you have all those riches, you'll have somebody that says, you know what, I'm gonna just go get me a 9-to-5 job and call it a day. Why? Because I'm not trying to go and change my lifestyle, and now I got to eat healthy, now I got to eat protein, now I got to go and exercise, now I got to go and lift weights, and now I got to wait for the hypertrophy and the progress to where I actually start getting stronger. And this is taking months to years to accumulate Right, to accumulate the strength needed in order to to push this door, right? To lift the key, push the door, open it. And so that is what gate keeps, itself. So the point is, like, you have different books out here. You have like and I'll tie this back to the point I'm making here in Matthew 7. But you have different channels, videos that are literally teaching you and telling you exactly what you need to do in order to attain certain masteries, right? In order to improve yourself, in order to become really strong, or become this, or just gain an advantage in life, right? And these are all things that people desire. But you notice that there are not a lot of people that have actually reached those levels. And it's not because, like, this information is, you can pick up your phone and easily get access to this. You can go and get a laptop and easily get access to this. Now there's AI that can just tell you, so you don't even need to search. So it's not like this information is somebody's gatekeeping it. It's open. It's out there. But good things take time. Things that are worthwhile, they take time, they take patience, they take work, hard work. And today, everybody wants things quick, cheap, easy, fast. So because of that mindset and that mentality, these good things are a gate onto themselves. They're there. Everybody knows. You're aware of it, and yet nobody does it. It's as if somebody was like deliberately, like, somebody found out and they were like, oh, I'm not going to tell anybody about this because I don't want more people to find out. And then they start getting into it. No, I'm going to keep it to myself. You don't even need to do that. Because even if you told them, they wouldn't do it anyway. They just, oh, wow, that sounds really cool. But then when it comes time to do what you have to do to actually get there, I don't know, just fine. See? And so coming back to Matthew 7, right, and really the truth, that's how the Lord has it. Like, we're literally out here on almost every corner, on every street, and on the internet, and putting out this word. And these are words the Apostle Paul mentioned, right? The scriptures that are able to make thee wise unto salvation. So we're literally speaking onto you the way to salvation, the way to deliverance, the way to immortality. Like, all of these great things, we're telling you exactly what it is, how to get it, what to do, plainly, in many different ways and forms, different voices, different examples, different languages. We're flooding, okay, the internet space with what you have to do. And yet, look at how so few people actually take it seriously and take advantage of it. So we don't need to gatekeep this information. The good things, the powerful things, the wisdom itself, she's a gate to herself. And that's why in I believe it's in Sirach, it mentions that when somebody desires wisdom, in the second chapter, it says you got to prepare your soul for temptation. That's number one. But number two, it also mentions that you gotta she's gonna walk with you by crooked ways, right? She's gonna burden you, and that is part of the gatekeeping, because not everybody, only those that are worthy of it will be willing to put in the work to go and get it. So this is Matthew chapter 7 verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So the straight gate, the S-T-R-A-I-T, straight here is not like straight as in S-T-R-A-I-G-H-T. This is difficult, a position of difficulty, right? People in the world know the straight gate exists. They don't want to take it though. Right? A lot of them, as Yahushua said here, they want to go through the broad way because it's easier. That's why a video that says how to, let's say you want to get into like day trading, or I don't know, something, right? How to make 6 figures in less than 2 weeks. That video will have probably 1 million views, or a lot of views, because it's a broad way. It's quick, it's fast. Everybody wants it, but it's not good quality. Somebody who is making 6 figures in less than 2 weeks has probably already been doing whatever it is that they're about to tell you for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. And so now they're already in the momentum and in the flow, and they already have the cash flow coming in. So yeah, they can make that amount. You're not going to do that. You don't even, you haven't even learned the skill needed to do what it is that they're about to tell you. Okay. But if you see a video that's like, how to make 6 figures in 5 years, or a longer duration of time, and it's just telling you straight up what it is, like, yo, you're not going to be doing that in the next 3 days or 2 weeks. So if that's what you're expecting, that's not what you're going to get. A lot of people, oh, what? It's going to take me 6 to 12 months just to learn this? And then I got to do another 8 months to practice. And then I got to, before I even start to see a tiny little change. Oh, hell no. But that's the truth. But it's the straight gate. It's difficult. And sometimes difficulty is not physical pain. Sometimes it's just patience. Like, you got to be able to do something that is not fun, that doesn't have immediate returns, but you got to keep putting in immediate work, hard work every day, and you're not seeing anything coming out of it. It's like people don't want to do that. That's mad work. But broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. So going back to the example that I gave, you can try the 2-week shit and lose all your money. And now you're in ruins, because the reason why it takes 3 years, 5 years, 7 years is because there are things you need to learn. So you don't go and lose your money like a novice in whatever this may be. I'm not using any particular thing per se, but just the concept of it. But a lot of people go there because it's easy. So likewise, people don't want to go into the position of difficulty that it takes to serve the Lord. Even though they know what they have to do, they don't want to do it to serve the Lord and gain the reward that's going to come with it. They'd rather enjoy the present pleasantries, at least they're not really pleasant now, but of this world. And a lot of people like to go that way. Verse 14, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way that leadeth unto life. See, it's a narrow path. It's a difficult path, but it does lead to life. You see, once again, getting stronger. Going back to the key and the door example, it's a narrow path, right? It's gonna take more than just a mindset change, right? You have to physically go and do something. Then you have to change your diet. Then you have to, actually allocate time to do all of this. You have to sleep well. Like, all of these things come with that. And as we're reading here, which leadeth on to life, and few there be that find it. You see, because there are only few that are. How is it that the Lord said this gospel shall be preached throughout all the kingdom, right? And then shall the end come. So everybody's going to hear about it. And yet only few are going to go through the straight gate. It's almost as though it's almost like we knew and we only told a few people. No. But that's what like gatekeeping would kind of be, right? Like you kind of like are trying to not really let everybody in on it. But the Lord told us the opposite. He said, no, go and let everybody in on it. Just know that not everybody's going to want to actually take that path. So that's okay, because it's not for everybody. So this is a concept that we all know is applied throughout the scriptures. But looking at it in the sense of also the things in your day-to-day life, it's a very interesting thing to see that there, especially in today's day and age, the age of so-called information age, right? The information age, info age. All this information is out there, right? You want to reinvent yourself. You want to learn something new. Blueprints after blueprints after blueprints on how to do it is out there. But people are lazy and people don't want to put in work. So they won't do it. And they'll try to find another way around it. They'll try to find a easier way around. There is no easier way around it. Okay? In order to go and, I don't know, freaking learn those high advanced trigonometric equations, you got to understand basic arithmetic. There's no other way around it. Because no matter what you see in a higher level math course, it's going to be rooted, or it's going to have roots that go back to basic addition, multiplication, subtraction, division. End of story. So be glad, right, that we are on the straight gate, and be glad that the Lord has given us the spirit to be able to actually, pick up that heavy ass key. And if you struggling to twist it, you know what you got to do. You go and do that, come back and then twist the key and then open the door. You know, be glad that the Lord has given us the strength and the mindset to do so. Because for a lot of these people, it's not even about just being too late. Because even if they had all the time in the world, they still wouldn't do it. They just haven't been given that the eyes to see, or the right mindset to follow after the Lord, right? To go onto the straight gate that is narrow but leads on to life. So if they don't go down that path, what are they going to get? The opposite of life, which is death. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Kodesh. Until next time.